Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video, I'm going to draw anime characters every day for 30 days and see how much I can improve. I want to learn how to draw anime I used to watch as a kid, like Dragon Ball, Naruto and One Piece. At the end of the video, I'm going to try and create an anime character of myself using this picture here as a reference. So let the challenge begin. On my first day, I decided to draw Monkey D. Luffy. I followed an easy tutorial using basic shapes and here's the outcome. I think it's pretty rubbish, so that's good as I've got loads of room for improvement. Next, I decided to draw Naruto, one of my favorite anime. Once again, I started by creating simple shapes and connecting them, but this time I made sure I sketched them softly. Alright, the outline was done, so I started adding detail all over the place. Then I marked thicker outlines to give it a complete look, and holy guacamole! I was pretty satisfied with the result, so to the next one. One of my all-time favorites, Dragon Ball. I thought, why not start from the very young Goku? So I found a pretty simple one to do and cracked on with it. Then I wanted to take revenge on my first Monkey D. Luffy and gave it another go. I started following a more challenging tutorial and having had a bit of practice from the first one, I thought I could do it. Holy moly, I realized he looked like a frog after 10 minutes in and wisely erased the eyes and redrew them. I added some extra detail here and there and added some shadows. There it is, not bad, I sort of got my revenge here. I then wanted to give some appreciation to animals as I did on my 30 days drawing challenge, which you can find right here. So the first thing that came into my mind was Doraemon, but I didn't want to draw another cat, so I chose Kurama from Naruto. Drawing Kurama involved a lot of scattered lines, as I was trying to cover all the sketched shapes I made at the beginning. I was pretty happy, but my pencil was pretty tired and needed serious sharpening here. Anyway, people grow up and so does a Saiyan. It was time for Goku to become an adult. During these 30 days, I found 4 basic shapes when it comes to drawing manga characters. Step 1 is to create the basic structure of the face. Learning basic shapes and combining them helps you map out the character and use that as a reference when adding details later on. Step 2 is to add facial features, aka more detail to the basic shape we created earlier, starting with the eyes, nose and mouth. Step 3 is to draw the hair. Anime characters are popular for having some crazy looking and colorful hair. Some artists prefer to use dramatic angular shapes like Goku's hair here, while others prefer a more freeform style like Kurama, for example. Step 4 consists of adding final details and going over the lines in ink, normally using a black pen. However, I do not plan to do that in this video. Here we go, an adult looking Goku from Dragon Ball Z, or Z, whatever you want to call it. I was baffled with the result, even though it took me freaking 3 hours to complete. So, of course, I wanted to look for something easier, but at the same time challenging to make. Yes, you guessed it, a character that doesn't show any nose or mouth.
Kakashi.
So for Kakashi here, I tried to focus on making the eyes quite detailed, as I knew that it was a pretty popular feature on his face. And of course, I had more time to focus on that, as there was no need to draw his nose and mouth. I could probably improve his hair, among other things, but once I finish a drawing, I rarely go back and fix it, especially when I'm just practicing. So here it is, a handsome looking Kakashi sensei. After this, I started piling up drawing after drawing. So now get ready for a 30-second time lapse in 3, 2, 1, bananas! But anyway, here I was, ready to draw my anime self-portrait. But before that I thought, why not make one last drawing to practice my skills for the final round? And to do that, I chose to make something special. I told myself, how would 5 anime characters look into one? So while you're seeing this special guy, I'm also gonna give you some takeovers on my experience and things I've learned while making this video. First thing I learned was that I always started with making a circle and a cross to mark the middle, followed by 2 more guidelines on the side of the circle to box it out. So practice your circles, everyone. Then I normally mark the eyeline, nose, mouth and the bottom of the chin, and that is sort of the base of the head shape. I also realized that sharpening your pencil is very key. From my experience, I would recommend you to sharpen your pencil before you start adding the final details, as it does make a difference. And finally, don't forget to go over the main lines once again, as it makes any drawing look so much better. So here it is. I don't know what to call this, but I think it's pretty cool. Let me know in the comment section section below if you guessed who these 5 characters are. And then to the
Final round.
Alright, here we are. My self-portraits. I was doing all the above things and then that was horrible. Next day I was freaking disappointed and only made this little sketch here. And then I took 2 days off and tried again the next day and sake. Holy shit. Another failure. I didn't really like it, so I tried to fix the nose and the eyes, and I think it might have looked a bit better, but I wasn't satisfied, so to the actual final round now. I started making basic shapes and structures by sketching super freaking light. You can't even see my drawing. Then I moved into adding detail to my eyes, nose and mouth, outlining the head shape and the neck, adding some clothing like the shirt I'm wearing in this pic, and jumping into the hair shape, and finally adding some shading here and there to improve the overall drawing. I freaking made it! I noticed some little things I could improve, but I didn't care. It was time to finish this challenge. There is a decent anime character of myself. Thank you very much for watching, and let me know in the comment section below how you think I drew my anime character, and do try it out yourself. It's a pretty cool challenge to do. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos to come. See you later, bye!